Hello everyone and welcome back to Safe at Homestead, and to you who are new here, welcome. My name is Elena and I am mini steading here in the desert of New Mexico on 1600 square feet. Today I want to talk about the 20 plants that I want to grow in my garden this fall. Remember we ordered those seeds together from Haas Tools? Well, here they are. Actually, they came in a few days ago, but as usual, I want to wait and open them with you, so let's do that. Let's see what we have. Oh, nicely packaged. Look at that. Look how they send them to you. Alright, so let's go through what I got from this company. Oops, what is this? Oh, I love this. Look, they send a little gift. It's a keychain, and it says, "Get dirty." I love it. I'm definitely going to be using it. Okay. That was nice and unexpected. Alright, so first things first. Oh, what is this? Okay, this is the green zebra zucchini. Oh, I wonder if this is the... Oh, I'm not sure anymore what this zucchini is. This might be something that I didn't think I ordered and that I was looking for. But in any case, 50 days to maturity. And so everything that I'm going to be planting is going to be less than 60 days because we have a little bit more than 60 days left to our growing season before our first frost. And there are some things that will grow beyond the frost or beyond the really cold weather, even if, maybe we don't get frost. But it would have to be well established already. So everything that I have that I want to plant is going to be less than that 60 days. And some things I think you can say are going to do better or have more than 60 days, or is it less than 60 days? What I'm thinking is that they will germinate faster because of the soil being so warm right now. So I think we can get a jump on the germination. So 50 days for this green zebra zucchini. Then we have this burgundy broccoli, and you know what, there's no pictures to they all have the same the same picture on the front, so you're not seeing the plant. So this is a burgundy broccoli, and it's a 40-day to maturity plant. Oh, this one does have a picture, the green griller squash. This one I am excited about. There's more to it than the 8-ball zucchini, but it's not as big as your traditional zucchini. And this one has 40 days only. And it's interesting, on the back here it says it has a 95% germination rate. Do they all give you... Yeah, this one says 95% germination rate. The burgundy broccoli said 97% germination rate, and the green zebra zucchini says 90% germination rate. And this is my only yellow squash that I'll be planting, and it is the grenade squash. It also is a 40-day to maturity plant, and it has 97% germination rate. So that's interesting that they give you all of that information. And I love this keychain. Okay, so I have my list here of all the things that I want to plant, the 20 things. Those seeds are part of it. And I also have this trifle from Greenstock. They send this with the Greenstock, and what I'm using it for is that part of the information on here is what you can grow in the Greenstock, and then things with an asterisk mean you can plant 3 or more per pocket. So that's information that I need to have. All right, so I'm going to grab my plant or my seed boxes, and we're going to go through that and find the things that I want to plant. Hey friends, it's a few days later. I apologize, I had to cut that video short. Something came up that I really needed to take care of. But I am back to share with you the 20 plants that I want to get into my garden for the fall. I went ahead and just took the seed packets out of my seed storage containers. I took these individual boxes out as well so that I could share these with you. So let's get started. All right, so here's my list. I have a little cheat sheet here so that I remember everything I wanted to plant and talk about. The ones with the little purple highlight are the ones, for the most part, that are going into my green stock. Okay, so the first thing on the list is carrots. Now, even though I'm talking about 20 different plants, there might be different varieties of that plant. So let's get started with the carrots. I planted these Chantenay red core. I don't have any more left. I planted some in ground and I planted some in green stalks. And the other one that I planted is called Royal Chantenay, and I am not sure if they are the same or not. I kind of have a feeling that they are the same. Who knows? We'll find out when they grow. So carrots, the first thing that I want in my garden for fall. Beets is the next thing, and again I have 2 varieties. I did the Forma Nova beet, and I put this one in the green stock. They just look like little beets, so I put these ones in the green stock, and then I put these Ruby Queen in ground. All right, so beets are the second thing that I want in my garden for fall. Let's see, radishes. I only did 1 radish, and they're all in the green stock, and it's the 18-day radish. These did not work so well in my garden boxes. Some of them came up, but I planted so many of them, and I only got a few. So hopefully they will do well in the green stock. So radishes is the third plant. Peppers. You guys know I've been struggling with peppers. Well, I have several of them that have been in the garden since, I don't know, June or so, and it's my third, I think, planting, because the first ones from May, they just never did anything. So there might be July, because I put some in May, and then I put some in June, but the heat just wiped out so many of my plants. So something I didn't plant that I'm going to plant now is jalapenos. And did I put those in the green stock? I don't think so. I don't think I have them as going in the green stock. So I have the jalapenos and the Sugar Rush peach. I'm still trying to grow Sugar Rush peach. I have 1 surviving plant, but it's kind of stunted. It's in a 5-gallon bucket. Who knows what it will do. I planted several of these. They didn't do anything. So so peppers is the next thing. All right, after peppers I have cilantro, and I put the cilantro, did I put it on the, I put cilantro and carrots together in one of my raised beds. After cilantro, I have dill. It's, oops, this is not dill. Let's see. The dill is out of place. Oh, here it is. It's just hiding. And this is mammoth dill. And we'll see how this turns out, but I'm really just doing it for pickles. We're not big dill eaters, but obviously that's a flavor that goes in pickles, and I want to make pickles, so I have to grow some dill. Okay, next, parsley, and I did this triple curled parsley, and I put it in the green stalk. Now I already have some in one of the green stalks. You guys saw that, and I cut it down and used it, dried some and used some. What else did I do with it? I can't remember. But anyways, it grows really well in the green stalk, so I have this in my second green stalk, parsley. Next, kale. Again, we're talking several different varieties. There's a red Russian kale. There's a dwarf Siberian. I'm not 100% sure of this. I might stick some in one of the green stalks. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that. And then the lacinato. I love this kale. We had so much of this last year for us and the chickens, and this year just refused to grow. So I'm going to try these again. Kale. Next is Swiss chard. And I put in this rainbow or mixed color Swiss chard in a couple of different beds. Here's from M.I. Gardener, same. And then I've never grew this before, but I had the seeds and I decided to just try it, and it's a Ford Hook chard. So those are already in the ground. After kale, what comes? I mean, Swiss chard, peas. I don't know. My husband doesn't eat peas. The only time that he eats peas is when I make cottage pie, or you might call it shepherd's pie, and it has peas and carrots in it. But these are Alaska peas. I'm not sure if I will grow those, but I definitely want to try this sugar pod, what is it? Sugar pod snow peas, because we like stir fry, so I think it'll go good in stir fry. Plus they just taste good to eat, just straight out of the garden. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do both or one, but peas is the next thing on my list. We are at number 10, so we're halfway through the list. The next thing on my list is cantaloupe, and the cantaloupe has been in the ground for a while. It is super slow growing, but it is growing. I won't say it's stunted, but it's super slow. But I think everything has been either stunted or slow because of the heat. And we are finally getting high 80s and mid to low 90s in our temps, and I think it's doing good for the plants. And another thing that has changed in my garden is that my husband gave me a good idea. He said if the birds are eating the leaves and picking at the fruit in the different plants because they're thirsty, that's why I said they're thirsty, because I have never had birds pick at my leaves. He said just give them water. So we put a couple of waterers in the garden, and the birds are in there, they're bathing, they're drinking from it, they seem happy, and I have less issues with them picking at my leaves. So the two birds that go out there and dig up, that's still a problem. So I'm covering all my new seeds with cardboard, and I have to figure out something in the next few days to cover the beds, because they will dig up everything as they start coming up, you know, and I want to avoid that. But as far as just these little birds flying around and pulling some of my leaves, my cucumber leaves look like lace. There's so many holes in the leaves, but that has diminished greatly because I put a place with water for them. Anyways, back to cantaloupe. I decided to do the honey rock cantaloupe. It's an 80-day cantaloupe, but I put it in a while back, so if it's going to produce any fruit, it'll do it before my last frost. Speaking of which, my last frost is anywhere from October 5th, 10th or 5th, I'm sorry, 10th or 15th to the end of the month. It's hard, depending on where you look, depending on who you talk to. I was at a old farmer's place yesterday, and he said Halloween. So who knows when it's gonna be? But I am giving myself 60 days, maybe 70 days, for things to produce, or for things that can withstand frost, like kale and carrots, etc., I want them to be well established before the first frost. Lettuce. There are lots of different lettuce varieties. Let me show you them. Wow, there's a lot of lettuce. Okay. There is the slow bolt lettuce. This one's going in for sure because I am sure, we know that the heat isn't that good for lettuce and they tend to bolt, but this one is slow bolt, so it's going to withstand the heat a lot better. This one is just beautiful, and I just want to get some in the ground. I think I've planted them in the past, maybe 2 years ago. Don't remember doing them last year, but I want to get this one in the grass, this one in the grass, this one in the ground. It's called Slow Bolt. This is an organic mixed lettuce blend that I got free from Greenstock. I'm gonna put that in one of my green stalks. This is from M.I. Gardener. It's a salad bowl mix. I think I might put this in a garden bag, a grow bag. I'm not sure about this one. What is, oops, the label is gone. Oh, I have no idea. It's very French. Yeah, all I know is that it's an heirloom, it's crisp, it's tender, and it has some red in the leaves. So that one looks good too. I am interested in this one. This is a 60-day lettuce, Paris Island. Oh, it's the Paris Island cause. Look at this Paris Island cause. Look at that. And then this one is the same thing. Paris Island cause romaine. They don't look exactly the same. But these grow really fast, really readily, 45 days, really easy. There must be two different plants because this one from Baker Creek says it takes 60 to 70 days. And this one from M.I. Gardener says it takes 45 days. So I think this one is more loose, just leaves. This one is an actual, whoops, this one is an actual romaine. So I probably will stick with this 45-day variety. This is called Little Gem, and look at those. It's like mini romaines, and it doesn't say on the packet how long it takes. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research because even though it's small, you can see it's very dense. There's a lot of growth going on in there. So I am not sure how long it will take and if I will do it or not. This gourmet blend of lettuce is from, what's this brand? I don't know, but I will tell you their picture is, it's not very attractive looking. It looks very, I know it's just a picture, but it doesn't look bright and crisp and delicious. But it's a gourmet blend, and I may or may not use it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 options for lettuce, and I already discounted one, that romaine. So we'll see which ones I choose to use. Okay, that's lettuce. Spinach is next in the roundup. And I have, how many? Just 2. I have the American spinach, and I already put some of these in one of the garden beds last night. As a matter of fact, I covered them up with cardboard. So happy I did because all around that cardboard, it's dug up. That bird went right after it. Yeah, so I'm glad I covered it with cardboard. And then I have this Bloomsdale Longstanding. It's a 45-day spinach. Did I mention that I'm trying to keep everything 60 days or less? I think I did. Okay, so spinach was next. Broccoli is next. And for the broccoli, I am doing this one that I bought recently from Haas. I shared with you guys. It's the burgundy broccoli. There's no picture. But it's a 40-day to maturity. And then there's this rapini broccoli from Baker Creek. And as you can see, it's not like a head of broccoli. So these are similar growth. somebody might be at my door. 1 second. Okay, so those will grow pretty quickly, and like I mentioned, it's not growing ahead of broccoli, so that's advantageous. After broccoli, I decided to try bok choy. I've never grown, well, actually my first year here I tried growing bok choy. That didn't work. I just got some from the nursery, and I think it was so late in the year, and that was probably some leftover bok choy, and it was just too late, and it did not work. So I am going to try some bok choy, and I am debating whether to put them in grow bags or put them in the ground. I don't know, but I'm going to try that. Moving right along, what's next? Cabbage. I'm going back and forth about the cabbage. I have read that you don't need to, they don't need to grow to full heads. You can pick them as smaller heads, and you can just eat the leaves, eat them for the leaves, and not worry about them getting to be fully mature, but it's only 65 days. This one, the Copenhagen market is only 65 days, so I can see that reaching full maturity. And this 70-day early golden acre, I mean, that one might be pushing it a little bit, but it's possible. And then this one interested me, but it is 105 days to 110 days, so I may not do this one. I don't know for sure, but isn't that pretty? It just seems like one, though, that you could start using early, picking the leaves and eating it early. So we'll see what I decide to do with that. So that's cabbage. Next is cucumbers. So I have 4 cucumbers out there. Some, let's see. This Armenian yard-long is already producing. We've picked 2 good sized ones from there, and I think I shared with you guys in a video. I'm not sure if I actually posted that one yet, and I thought it was the Suyo Long, so I was wrong about that. It's the Armenian yard long, and it tastes so good, and it's so crispy. And as you may know, it is actually not a cucumber, it's a melon, but it just grows like a cucumber, long and skinny, and people use it, well, I wouldn't say skinny, but long, and people use it as a cucumber, and it grows up to 15 inches long. I'm not sure how long ours were, and I am looking forward to making pickles with that, because I can see how it would stand up to pressure canning. So that one is already in my garden and producing, and I hope it'll just keep going till the first frost. The next one that is in my garden is the Suyo Long, and that one is doing okay as well. It should be getting fruit soon. And then the other 2 that are more, I expect to be doing something from this point on and hopefully into the fall, is the Early Fortune. And I did not realize that the Early Fortune had a bush habit. I was complaining because it wasn't, that is so odd, because I saw somewhere that the Early Fortune is bush habit, and I thought, oh, that's why it's not growing, up, and it's not, it doesn't seem to be, it didn't seem to be growing very much. And so when I tried to pick it up, there was nothing, there was no length to it. And I thought maybe it's because it's bush. But reading here, it says Early Fortune is super dependable, sweet, slicing type fruit, grows 7 to 8 inches long. Where did I just see? Oh, I thought I just saw that it was a vine. Nope, it doesn't say that. I must have, I don't know where I saw that. Okay, so apparently, yes, it is a bush. It doesn't really say. Oh no, it says trellis growing. saves time. So that means that it should be a vine. Who knows? I just want to get cucumbers from it. So early fortune cucumber. This is the smallest one in my garden right now. And then the one that's coming up right behind the Armenian yard long is the Bait Alpha. I hope that I will get fruit from this one very soon as well. So cucumbers, where are we? Zucchini is the next thing. And let's talk about these zucchinis. Some you saw the green griller. I should say squash, not just zucchini. The grenade squash. These are all in. These are in straw bales. And then the green zebra, no picture, that's in the straw bale, and so is this Ford Hook zucchini in straw bale. So I have 4 bales, and each one has 2 each. So there's 4 different zucchini varieties, and there's 2 of each. So I hope I will have some zucchinis. Oops, these go in here. All right. Next, pumpkins. So the pumpkins have been in for a while, and I am a little bit lost as to which one is where. Yeah, I think I have to go back and see if I took pictures. Usually when I plant things, I take a picture of the bed and then I edit it, you know, with and write in what is planted where. And I don't know if I did that for the pumpkins or not, but in any case, we have the Cinderella pumpkin. Last year I got one huge pumpkin. It was beautiful. I hope I get at least 2 this time. There's the winter luxury pumpkin. Never planted it. I look forward to it. And there's the sweet meat. All 3 are doing well out there. I just don't know where each one is. And there is one pumpkin plant that seems to be slow growing. I recently put some fertilizer all around in my beds to see if it will help. I tried growing the Connecticut field. This was one that I did pre-sprout as well, along with these, but this one just did not take. It just shriveled up and died. So maybe next year, because it takes 110 days, so I can't start that now. All right, what's next? After the pumpkins is beans. I did a very intensive sowing in a 4x4 bed of beans. I just put them really close. And these are the beans that I sowed. This one is the Royalty Purple. I think I put anywhere from 5 to 8 of each one of these beans. There's the Blue Lake bush bean. Put that one in. Kantari. Put that one in. This Oriental Yard Long, I put that one. This is a pole bean, so I put that along one of the trellises. And let's see, stringless Blue Lake pole bean. Put that out there as well. This is called Tender Green, and it is a bush bean. And this Jade bean, I believe, is a bush bean as well. Oh, and the strike. Oh, I used up all the strike. There's no more strike. I put strike beans as well. So let's leave this out because I have a little baggie with all the seeds that I need to buy again for next year. You guys, I'm not gonna have any contender beans. I cannot believe it. I tried them over and over and over and used them all up. I have no more. too late to order more. I mean, I will order more, but not for this year. So those are the 70. Those are the 20 um, plants that I want to grow this fall. So we had carrots, beets, radishes, peppers, cilantro, dill, parsley, kale, Swiss chard, peas, cantaloupe, lettuce, spinach, broccoli, cabbage with a question mark, cucumbers, zucchini, pumpkins, and beans. So some of them are already in the ground as of the 14th. Some of them I put in yesterday, which was the 15th. Hopefully I will get the bulk of them in today. It's going to be nicer this evening. We expect some cloud cover, and it'll be a nicer day to be working out in the garden, and I look forward to it. I'm going to be working out there with the mister because the days are cooler, evenings, and because we have the use of the flatbed trailer again. We got some pallets yesterday, and so the chicken run expansion continues. I'll insert a picture here for you guys to see. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for spending time with me. Share in the comments what you guys are planting, or if you're even considering a fall garden. I would love to see what you guys are up to. Catch you in the next video. Bye.